Hello, welcome to SDS, and it is that time when EA Sports FC 25 Team of the Year recognizes and celebrates the best players in the world's game, okay, and is authentically voted for by the fans. That is why it is so good. This is the most democratic vote in global football, as fans from all over the world will debate, vote, and share what players they want to be part of the world's best team for the FC 25 Men and Women's Team of the Year, and only 11 players can make it. And today we'll be debating and discussing who those players should be. Okay, we have all of these cards in front of us. We have this board where we're gonna put our team of the year, SDS's team of the year. But you guys can also have your say on who makes the world's best. All you have to do is vote now for your EA Sports FC and FC Mobile Team of the Year. And the way you do it is by casting your vote online by the 12th of January by clicking the link in the description and the link on the screen right now. So good luck. I hope you guys vote for the best team that you think, everyone who deserves it. But before you do that, watch us and hopefully we can give you some inspiration.
Inspiration for the nation.
I have recruited the best possible people I can recruit.
The Avengers.
The Avengers
Yeah.
for this one.
Wow.
Okay, when EAFC said, listen, Sharky, we need SDS to do this for us. I said, you know what, that's fine, we will, but I need the best help. So the first person I called upon was my vice captain, sometimes host of the SDS podcast.
The elder statesman.
The elder statesman, well-versed in football. I don't think any of his players will be making it, so there's no bias.
Yeah, and we love that.
There's no bias coming from him.
Neutrality.
Yeah.
Fuad.
Hey. Always a pleasure to be here,
There we
brother.
go. The next person I called upon, I thought I needed someone who supports a team that's achieved a lot this year in 2024, and their players going to be discussed a lot. Okay, but also he watches other leagues outside of England. Faisal's here.
Wow. What a guy.
La Liga, Serie A as well.
As well. And then I had one more space on the table, and I thought, who could I call? I said I need someone who is wise.
Yeah.
Who loves football.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
Talks well.
That's me.
Been watching football longer than all of us put together.
Okay, see, that's where we go a bit.
So the experience is there.
Yeah, okay.
I called Harry Pinero.
Oh, yeah, man. Thanks so much. It's actually a pleasure to be around this table. From a fan's perspective, I've made it. But this is some serious stuff.
It is serious.
This is serious.
No, we've got a serious job to do today, boys.
Yeah.
And I can trust you guys to make this happen.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All to it.
We have, I think, about 85 players in front of us.
That's a lot to get through.
So we can look through them. I mean, we've ordered them in positions. As you guys can't see right now, but we got loads of like magnetic player cards. These are the 85 players that EAFC has provided us, as these are the official nominees for the team of the year. Okay. Let's start with goalkeepers.
Oof.
There's not too many. There's not many at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Right? There's Mike Magnan.
Super Mike.
Super Mike.
What a goalkeeper.
What absolute goal.
Oh, what a goalkeeper.
Great goalkeeper.
He debunks the myth.
Okay.
Facts.
It's true. He could
He
do.
debunks it.
We have
I'll be
Diego Costa. Porto. Emi Martinez.
Dog.
No.
Yeah.
Elite.
The Yashin Trophy winner.
Yes,
Yashin Award
indeed.
winner.
Absolutely.
Donnarumma.
Italy's golden boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was goalkeeper of the year, team of the year a couple of years ago.
Yeah, well,
We have Golassi. Yes.
okay.
Polski.
There we go. Kobu.
Champions League team of the year.
Yeah. That's a good save, though.
Yeah. Kobu and Unai Simon. These are our options.
Big at
Okay.
the Euros.
These are the nominees. Now,
How about this year? How about we take
I don't think it's been the best year for goalkeepers. So I look at
No,
this.
it hasn't. And you've got to literally go into preference here
Yes.
more than anything.
Yeah, we've got to look at also the year they've had,
Yeah.
but also their performances.
Yeah.
Looking at, for example, Kobu made it to a Champions League final.
He's the one I'm looking at. I can't lie. I'm looking at him like the favourite.
How did they get
Yeah.
on in
Of
the
all
league
of
as
those-
well? In other competitions, they didn't get on too well in the league.
That's
Maybe
where
not
most
too
games
well
are
in the
played
league.
as well.
But in terms of tournaments, I feel like the Champions League, he was massive. If I'm not mistaken, he ended up in the team of the year as well. Pulled off some huge
In the
saves.
Champions League, for sure, he would have,
Yeah.
of course.
And pulled off some huge saves, I remember, versus Inter Milan, Atletico.
Not like
some-
PSG as well, didn't they?
Yeah. So some huge performances from him that I can remember off the top of my head. The other one, Mike Mannion, as well, as you mentioned. He is just, in my opinion, I think the best goalkeeper there in terms of ability-wise.
Ben,
And I
Emi
think-
Martinez?
That's where I come in.
I think Emi Martinez, what he has is he has moments.
Yeah.
And he has almost clutch time when it comes. He can pull off that big save or in a penalty shootout, he can get you. But I think consistently, when you talk about it, Mike Mannion, if he's not injured, that's a minimum 8 out of 10 every week.
And I think he's actually got the full package as well. I think his shot stopping is incredible. But for me personally, I think Martinez isn't just moments as well. I think when I look at Villa for the last 2 years, I think he's been arguably one of their most, if not important players. And if you look at their defence, you know, Tyrone Mings was injured for a long time and Ezri Konsa, them two have probably kept that back line in order as well. And I think it's more about the mentality as well. World Cup winner. He's going into that dressing room as the elder statesman. And yeah, I think you're right in the sense of obviously Kobe had a great tournament, but in the league, I didn't watch
They
much.
qualified. Go back to Emi. I mean, they qualified for the Champions League.
Yeah.
And the first half of 2024 was that final running of making sure they get that top 4 place, and he must have had more than just a couple of big moments to get there.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Kobo as well. Euros, he wasn't the starter. I'm looking at Switzerland.
Sommer was
the
yeah.
starter.
Yeah.
So maybe that
But
just
I mean,
puts him.
That is the only kind of tax you can kind of put against him.
Yeah.
That's the
I
thing.
could say,
Unai Simon, I think, had a good season with Spain.
Yeah.
I'm looking at similar to what you said. I
Yeah.
think I don't like him in terms of antics and what he does in terms of
The darkness of the game.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But
But
I
he
think-
kind of needs that to perform. Do you know?
Bro, he's got it. He's got it. And he's someone that, like, he puts off a lot of big strikers as well.
100%.
Like, he's a force to be reckoned with. And we've seen it over the longest period of his career. Even, like I said, the World Cup's not a joke. To go there and be as important as Lionel Messi in that team says a lot.
And this season, the Euros, not the Copa America.
Copa America,
they
This
won it
season.
as well.
Yeah.
This
Man of the
season,
match
Copa
in the
America.
And they
final.
won the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's another part of
When
this
you think
2024
of
calendar year.
big game goalkeepers, that's him.
Yeah.
That's him.
I mean,
And I love the fact that he speaks like he's from South London. I just love that.
Yeah,
you know-
he's been at Arsenal. He joined Arsenal when he was like 18. So
Yeah.
he's another one of those where
Yeah.
he's, you know,
I think you lot are kind of selling
It's
me
a long
around because
journey.
I'm thinking of it as well. Aston Villa did overachieve last season, you could say, with getting that Champions League spot. Then you go into the summer this season as well. They've had some good moments in the Champions League. He's been obviously won the Lev Yashin award, as you mentioned as well. Yeah, and then Cobble obviously didn't start at the Euros.
Copa
Bundesliga
America winner.
season. You know what? You're selling me a little bit. I can't lie.
Yeah, no,
I
we
can't
got
lie. But this is why we have these discussions. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get you.
I mean, is there anyone else that we haven't really mentioned?
I mean, Mike, I still think
Super Mike. The thing is, the injuries, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I look at Super Mike. We've done a rumor. Well, I just put him in the bag.
Genuinely.
Spain had an incredible tournament as well. In the
Yeah.
Euros.
Very
They've got Spain's goalkeeper.
I mean,
Yeah.
Cobble got keeper of the tournament. I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, and in the Champions League
Yeah,
that
it was
was.
like-
Champions
Euros.
League.
I'm just judging the fact that the amount of games that he plays.
England beat them.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
England beat them.
Sorry.
Martinez has played more games for me, and I've watched more games to make a decision of him being the standout keeper out of the bunch that we've seen right now.
I'm happy to go with Martinez.
yeah.
2024 was you know, when it's an international tournament year, that kind of has more weight than
Yeah.
everything. He's won the international tournament, and in this calendar year, he qualified for the Champions League with Aston Villa, and he even had big performances in that Champions League so far this year as well.
I think he was man of the
Bayern
match in that
Munich.
final.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what's
So-
crazy? I think out of all of them, one of them has the best goalkeeping display. Diego Costa.
I swear, wallahi, I knew he was going to say that.
3 penalties.
Yeah.
In the same game that Ronaldo cried.
Yeah.
It was him.
I
So
knew
in
he was going
terms
to
of the
say that.
best goalkeeping display, it's Diego Costa.
Individual
And a one-off
performance.
individual, it's him.
Yeah. No,
But
fair.
Emi against
But
Bayern,
I agree with what
I
you're
think-
saying, Magnan. I think he is, for me, probably the better keeper. But I think Martinez has more
No,
about him.
I hear it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at Martinez.
all right, I'll put Emi Martinez.
Wow, we all agree that. Oh, that's great. What a good start. It's going to end here, though.
Yeah, no, goalkeepers usually.
Yeah.
I'll just place it right there.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So moving up the pitch now. It's going to be a bit more difficult for us
Yes.
to agree. I mean, we've got so many defenders. I mean, you can have a look at these ones. What kind? I mean, you guys have seen the kind of names that are involved.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many different names. You can scatter them around the table. What?
There is one name I'm going to hold here.
Okay.
That is a lock.
So
a
it's-
shoot.
But it's a non-negotiable.
Turn it around once you.
It's a non-negotiable, that one.
Yep. Another non-negotiable.
None. But this is what you see. Since you cut your hair, he's just been having it right. He's just been having it right, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. This is man. What a guy.
Look, so we've got. I mean, like we're kind of like, we've all got them here. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of names here.
Okay.
Okay, so
How about this?
Can we just start with right back?
Yes.
Get it out. Just get it out.
I think so.
let me see if I can find him.
The right back has 2 people.
Yeah, if you can get.
No, it has
Okay,
one.
No, it's one. It's
has
one
one.
human being.
For me, there's one.
There's
For me,
one human being.
And
Do you know what he's doing? I already know what he's
Fuad
doing.
hasn't.
Oh!
I agree. I know what he's doing.
Well done.
He's saying too. Because
He
he's
fixes.
preparing now
Oh.
and he's preparing for the future.
Okay.
I know how slightly
Let
Jay-Z
him have
can
his
be.
moment. Go on, explain to us because we want to know. The people want to know.
Danny is, of course, a great option.
yeah,
Ballon d'Or contender. Yeah. Top 6, top 7, he finished. Euros, Champions
yeah,
League
exactly.
final goal,
The league.
Yeah.
La Liga.
That's why he's the obvious option for me.
Yes. 5 trophies
Lock.
this season.
Exactly.
The lock. However, when we think of right backs,
Yeah.
we think of one person only.
Who's that?
We think of the future Galactico.
What's that got to do with team of the year?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know how like WWE, WrestleMania.
Yeah, you pointed aside. I go,
WrestleMania, baby. Trent Alexander-Arnold. This can't be a team of the year without the best right back in the world.
it can. It's about who had the best year.
Danny's cute. I love Danny. However, come on, man, it has to be my boy.
You know, with the Real Madrid fans, yeah,
You lot,
they're easy to move
but
on.
the thing
It's
is,
so easy.
one of the most loyal servants
Facts.
to Real
Bro,
Madrid. You've just
one-
discarded him
One
like
of
a tissue paper.
Bro, one of the few youth products. Madrid aren't known for youth products like that. He's come through, gone to Leverkusen on loan, come back, has not moved for over a decade. Do you know how hard it is to stay
At
at Madrid
this
for over a
age that
decade?
he's at, mid-30s, to have the calendar year that he's had,
Bro, and let's
unbelievable.
not forget, written off by Faisal multiple seasons.
Okay.
Written off.
He
Wanting
won.
him sold. And he said, watch me, Faisal. He said, watch this redemption arc.
He did.
And I'm sorry, after this type of year he's had,
What a guy.
Trent is cute. Trent is nice. The technique, the little passes
is it because he
inside,
looks like you a bit?
I get it.
Is that why?
Well, in terms of the build, in terms of the look, wait.
What the bill, boy?
Not a build.
Somebody get him.
In terms of what? Nah, listen.
Carvajal's a lock, man.
Danny
Come on.
Carvajal has a lot,
Come
but hey,
on.
man, how about you play 2 right backs?
Nah.
Impossible. Danny Carvajal needs to be going down as one of the greatest to ever do it.
Oh,
Genuinely. One of the greatest to
now
ever
you're
do it.
clapping.
Because
No, it's true, that's
consistency,
true,
consistency, that's what you ask for in like 8 out of 10 minimum. He's won the trophies. He is a leader. And I've got a close source that says whenever they lose a game,
Yep.
he's the one that's the most fuming out of all of them.
absolutely.
Because it means more to him. And like you said, being from the youth product, you know what Real Madrid means.
Absolutely.
And he is what
Sets the tone.
he sets the tone. Like he's the elder statesman in, in the
Is
team.
he the only person in your lineup that you haven't bought?
Yes, we haven't. He's the most consistent. I think you mentioned perfectly. Over the past 10 years, Dani Alves has been getting shouts as the best right back. Of course, Kyle Walker, Trent, all of Cancelo got it at one point. Reece James. I think he's been the most
The
consistent
thing
in the
is,
past decade.
he's not just as fancy as some of the others, maybe
Not at
technically
all.
going forward.
Dark arts.
But in terms of, and you know me, I always say, defenders, what's your primary job?
To defend.
But guess
Thank
what?
you very much.
Even going forward, you guys do know in terms of the GAs in knockout stage, Dani Carvaj's got the most GAs in the knockout stage.
Wait, what? For what?
As
terms of defenders.
defenders.
As a defender,
As a defender.
ever.
In the knockout stage of the
Of
Champions League.
ever.
You know the greatest goals, the Champions League
Yeah,
goals,
yeah.
Ronaldo back heel and everything.
He assisted
All
them.
comes down to Dani Carvajal.
If you actually look at it, the online numbers, he was the one that was crossing it in.
Rodrigo, that header against Man City, the
Yeah,
comeback.
yeah.
Dani Carvajal does.
Now you want
He's
to
podding.
him.
He's podding.
He's
podding.
But
He's podding.
I'm in love, man. I'm in love.
Yeah, no, I know what's happened.
I'm in love.
There's a new thing on the block. You've
Yeah.
seen it.
You know,
And you get me. You like the way that she moves her body around.
So Dani Carvajal, I mean, yes, we've already spoken about it. His 2024 was amazing. Obviously, he won the league. He won the Champions League, scoring in the final as well. Had a good tournament regardless, even without the goal. In the Euros, Spain were the first team ever to win
clutch.
every single game in the European competition, and Dani Carvajal was ever present in that team.
Absolutely.
And you saw
and
how
he's
much they
at the
missed him in
age
the
that he's
semis.
at,
Yeah.
where he's literally older than Yamal's dad.
I
He's
love.
older than his right winger's dad.
And he
Yeah.
took one for the team as well.
Yes.
Took one for the team.
Underrated.
Bro, and I thought in my head I was like, oh, this could be, but no. He probably spoke to them like how Ronaldo spoke to Bernardo Silva before he took that penalty and said, go for it.
All right, moving on to the rest of our defense.
Okay.
Do we have any other locks as obvious as
All right.
or do we have to discuss? Because we've got a lot of good names I'm looking at here. You know,
So-
I mean, we're thinking about not just who the best players are, but who's had the best year as well.
So, in my opinion, I said this before. I
Yeah.
said the fullback option, the wingback option, whatever you want to call it, is a bit limited.
Especially
terms
on the
of,
left side for you.
Especially on the left side, right? I wanted to make an alteration here by adding in centre-backs in the fullback position.
Okay.
Just to fill the void because I think the
I've
quality
seen
is
it
too
be
strong.
done before.
Personally, that's what I want to do because
you go
there's three players here that have to be in this.
Okay. Give me your number one lock.
Number one lock, William Saliba.
This man right here.
Now, William Saliba, 2024, I made a statement, I think it was January.
Yeah,
So this
right at the
time
start of the
last year.
Right at the start of the year.
And I said, it was me and Cams on Inside Scoop.
Shout out.
And I said, I think Saliba is probably the best defender in the world right now. And the reason why I said that was because everything I look for in a defender, he has. Composure, the dark arts. And he absolutely knows how to read a problem and be able to snuff it out quickly without moving hash. And I think as a defender, you're supposed to make your midfielders feel safe. And he has that in an abundance. And we saw it against some of the best players in the Premier League. He nullified them. Haaland made him look as if he was, I was going to say a player who's actually a top player, but he just made him look like a weak player. And it's difficult to play up against a player that can read every movement. And he's able to do that.
Wait, so you said that beginning of 2024.
Yes.
We are now beginning of 2025. Do you still think Saliba is the best centre back now?
I think based on form, no. But I think if you're asking me about the top 5 centre backs in the world, he's there.
And I remember when you said that at the start of the year, your co-host Coach Cams, I do a show with him as well.
Yeah.
And I remember he was saying the same things. And I said to him, look, I'm all for crowning young kings like Saliba. But sometimes let's not discredit the current king.
Yes, sir.
And the current king, as you said,
right in front of
reading the
you.
game. When you talk about breaking the game, physically, how he dominates the oppositions. You talk about Haaland being dominated. Ask how many times this man has dominated. Virgil van Dijk. When you talk about aura, when you talk about class, when you talk about real defenders, that's the barometer. That, for me, is the number one lock. And guess what? If you said to me right now, we want to do a centre-back pairing of Saliba, Van Dijk, and I know there's many others to be discussed.
For sure, there's lots of vendors here.
Your countryman,
Antonio
Antonio
Rudiger.
Rudiger.
Right here.
I
I
was
was
just about
the
to say that.
That's what I was going to
I
say.
feel like, however,
Yes.
this is where you come in.
Yeah.
Talk to me the back end of last season compared to the first half of this season.
At the same time, last season, beginning of 2025, this guy had
Well,
to play
24.
2024. Apologies, he had to play with like 4 or 5 different
Yeah.
centre-back options. He was our only healthy centre-back.
Yeah.
Nacho got injured. Chemeni was playing with defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Militao.
Militao out,
Alaba's
Alaba
been
out,
injured.
everyone's out. He had to be relied on, and he did it. Last season, for me, you said Saliba. For me, last season, it was Rudiger's season.
He
However,
came up with big
Yeah.
moments.
Big
Champions
moments.
League,
And it
the Man
changed for
City
me.
penalty shootout,
It changed
the
for
Bayern
me to
Munich
Rudiger.
goal.
It changed for me to Rudiger because I also witnessed that as well. How much of a colossal player he is,
Yeah.
and how much of he takes the game by the scruff of the neck, and it means more to him than most defenders.
Absolutely.
To be able to play with players that are not necessarily, there's no disrespect, are not on your level, and still be able to keep that momentum and standard and keep going, it says a lot. And I think I judge players based on how they play when their chips are against them, rather than when things are all in
All
place
good
for
and
them.
smooth, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think Rudiger for me needs to be on there, and I don't mind pushing him to the left back position because
I've got someone else.
because he can move there. Because even in the Chelsea system of the back three, essentially he was playing on the left side a lot, and we've seen in Team of the Years defenders get shoehorned into full back. I've seen 4 centre backs, but there are a couple options in that
Yes.
left back
I
role.
was about to
I was
say.
just
that I
about to
want to
say
discuss.
that.
So, but that's something. So the thing
Theo
is,
Hernandez.
there's 3. There's 3. There's Grimaldo who's had a great year as
Yeah.
well. Finished
know
the year
what?
invincible.
There's another one.
There's DeMarco as
Yeah.
well.
No,
Another
DeMarco.
thing. Another thing. So there's a lot
But
of
I'm looking
options
at-
on left
I'm looking
back,
at-
left wing back side. And then there's
I've got someone
Bastoni
else.
as well who plays that.
I was just about to say
That
that.
similar role. There's a lot of options. That's why it's hard now. We've got 3 spots to
Okay,
fill.
so
We spoke
in my
about
in
like
my
5 or 6
opinion,
guys.
in my opinion, if we are going to do that, then my 2 centre backs would have to be Rudiger and Van Dijk. If
But you said you opened up Saliba as a lock.
No, but you know why? Because I wanted to put Rudiger, Van Dijk, and Saliba in there because I feel like them 3 it's been interchangeable with
Even
their
left, so you can
forms.
push Rudiger to the left back.
But then obviously
Rudiger
we
back.
have two other people here
But
that will have
the
to.
reason why I think he needs to be in there, because at
Yeah.
the same time, of course, ability, we'll look at ability, but at the same time, it's Team of the Year 2024.
Yeah.
Won the league, won the Champions League. Obviously,
he's in
Euros
there.
didn't go amazing for him, but home tournament Euros did pretty well there as well. Until they got
Semis.
knocked out by Spain. Exactly, did really well. Came out with big moments in the Champions Leagues, big performances, but also the big moments. That winning penalty against Man City. That,
And
He
Bayern
scored the
Munich
winning
goal.
penalty in against Man
Yeah,
City. I was there,
that's
live
it,
roll.
Yeah, exactly. Big moments, and he's had a good year. I don't know how he started this season.
This season is a bit disappointing, but it comes down to the amount of games he's played last
External
season.
factors.
Exhausting. But I think context matters.
Yep.
Our only healthy centre back for a whole season. It matters, and he did it. He stepped up massively. He has to be in there.
For me,
Virgil has to
he's
be in
on the
there.
board. For
Yeah.
me, he's on the board.
For me too.
But if everyone, but I don't know where, because now it's like, okay, we'll talk about Van Dijk. Obviously, in terms of what they've achieved, Saliba hasn't won anything. Van Dijk's won the Carabao Cup. These are the 2024.
And let's not forget scoring the winner.
Yeah,
in that
scored the
Carabao
winner in the
Cup as
Carabao
well.
Cup. But if you're looking at performances, obviously, if you're looking at Liverpool, how they are doing this season so far, last season they were on a title charge till the end. They slipped out a little bit and came third. But this season, title charge, playing really, really well. Saliba, Arsenal, best team, English team in 2024 in general.
Yeah.
Saliba's a big part to play in that. It's played for the whole
18 clean
season.
sheets in the Premier League last season.
So it's like these two as well. They've got a claim to be there.
But at the same time, this guy's got a claim as well.
Bastoni 100%
Yeah.
won the league. Won the Scudetto last season. He's literally effectively playing as a left back.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's in a back three, but DeMarco's so high up that he plays
Yeah.
as a left back.
The assist, the
way
ball
it looks.
playing, everything.
But then there's Grimaldo, who
Honourable mention
was
to
invincible-
Jonathan Tah.
wasn't invincible.
I think for
Yeah.
Bayer Leverkusen, he was phenomenal. And even in the Euros, even though Germany didn't go that
Underrated,
far,
yeah.
he played so well as well.
Yeah.
I think he's a great centre back, and I think he will make a bigger move
Well,
soon.
100%. I think he is.
But yeah,
And also
it's-
one more honourable mention, Guardiola. Last
Yeah.
season, if we just
Yeah,
based on
just
last
about to
season,
say, yeah.
League winning,
he
won the
was
league.
impactful. But now, over the past 3 months, you've seen a bit of a different side of him in terms
I think
of
City
defensive.
in general, and I think there's not
City
a
in general.
standout player at
But
Man
let's
City
not
right
forget
now.
as well, as we go up, continue this video, let's not forget as well, City did win the Premier League this season, in
Yeah.
2024, was in the FA Cup final. They had a good first half 2024, because
Yeah.
they were like
It's tough. This is
undefeated.
tough.
They had like a almost perfect
So hold on,
record.
okay.
From January to May.
At
they
the
had
moment,
perfect
top 2 centre backs. Who we put?
record. For me, Rudiger's got to be in there, and
Yeah.
then we'll discuss the others.
For
Okay.
me, I
Chat
think
to
you
win the
said
Champions League,
Rudiger
to
Van
have those
Dijk.
big moments, to have all of
I
that.
agree.
I think
I think it's going to be in there. But
You said
it's-
Rudiger Van Dijk. You were looking like you were going to say Rudiger Van Dijk.
I said
I'm
Rud-
happy to go with Rudiger Van Dijk as
Yeah.
well.
He's in-
it all depends down now if we are going to accommodate for the centre backs to fill in that left back position.
No.
If we're
And
not,
I'm not willing to
then
do
if
that.
we're not,
Who's yours?
I'm going DeMarco. I can't lie to you. I think DeMarco, even though we can say he's a left wing back, if we're talking someone who I think could fit into that position, for me, DeMarco, he's got
Been important
the
for club and country.
deadliest left foot
Been important
in
for club and
Europe.
country this year. So many goal involvements. Always
Crazy.
involved in
He's got
everything.
an engine,
He's
though.
so high up. Yeah,
Yeah.
got an engine. Him and Denzel Dumfries.
He's got a
of course.
strike on him as well.
Well, he's had
Left-footed
an amazing
players
year.
always-
He's had an amazing year, and Inter Milan, of course.
so let's just have it right then.
had a big
He's-
season.
Let's put
So
a
are
left
we
back
gonna
in there.
Okay, then he's gonna have to go centre back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're sticking with DeMarco.
No, if I was going to
Okay.
put,
I mean, there's
no.
Bastoni, Grimaldo.
If I
DeMarco.
was going to put an Inter player, it would be Bastoni
I don't mind
that
it.
one.
I don't mind it at all.
because he plays left back. In that system,
He plays centre back,
left-
but in the system, he's more on the left back side part of the field.
DeMarco's
I just
been
feel like
ever
DeMarco
present
would just
though,
be
man.
so deadly.
So is
Yeah.
Bastoni.
I know, but
If we're gonna put someone at left back, I mean,
Big up Theo
Bastoni's
Hernandez, I'm just a fan.
Bastoni's an unbelievable defender. He's
I love
he's one of
Bastoni
the
as
best
well,
in the
don't get
world.
it twisted.
He's one of the best in the world. But if we put someone at left back, I think it's gonna have to be DeMarco.
I want
then
to
you
put a
got
natural
Grimaldo
player
as
in
well.
his natural position, and that says centre back. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna just leave that there. I want to go with DeMarco. I feel like DeMarco doesn't get the flowers
You know
he
what?
deserves
Yeah.
as well.
That's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
often
He's the best.
he
in
never
the
gets
world.
put in
He's
the
the
left
best.
back.
He's the best in the world in his role, which is the. So many teams now are playing this wing back positions. You see, your manager right now. You need players like him
Yeah,
and
of course.
Dumfries where they're so high up and they're not natural fullbacks, but they're not full on wingers. And he is the best in the world as a left wing back.
Won the league last
Grimaldo,
year
of
as
course,
well.
had that. I mean, he's a crazy goal return, amazing like achievement they did at Leverkusen. But I still put him above him, and I think
Don DeMarco. Let's go.
for this.
I agree.
Don DeMarco.
And don't forget Virgil right in the middle.
All right,
Got one more spot.
So look,
Virgil.
Big Virg.
so Verge, and I just want to say, the reason why I agree with Virgil, and that's not to say that I think we have to pay homage to someone that's been doing this consistently for the longest, since he's been at Liverpool, before that even, but at Liverpool, when Liverpool have looked bad, he hasn't. I think he had an injury. You don't come back from those the same, and he just seems to just have not weathered any storm for him.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Even like his knee injury that he had like a couple of years back, you see players come back and they're not really the same.
No,
and
of course not.
we all said before he got that injury, he was a unicorn of a player. And after that, is he going to look the same? Yeah. And bro, I feel like he has risen back to those levels. And maybe not to that unicorn standard, but he is easily, for me, the
Honourable
best
mention
defender in the
though
world.
to Saliba. I just think
No, facts.
maybe not this year,
Don't worry, man.
but he'll be back.
Oh,
You've got plenty of time.
Oh, I think we know if Ruben Diaz is hiding underneath.
Oh, he can dream a bit. No.
Hey, shout out my boy Ruben, man. We won't forget 2023, man.
Yeah. No,
Don't worry, man.
yeah,
Saliba, listen, Saliba has
Yeah.
got enough time to deal with Madrid. Don't worry, man. And,
Hey,
a
DeMarco,
long
I'm
time to
happy,
come,
man.
I'm
my boy's getting his flowers
I'm very
finally.
happy to see DeMarco.
This is a pure football team. So right now,
You know, I like it because
And do you know what?
it can work. It can work.
Yeah.
Even the
It's got good
balance,
balance.
of
It
the
can work.
fullback,
Yeah.
fullback balance here. You've
can
got one
work.
that's kind of defensively sound,
Exactly.
and then
Yeah.
this one that can
just
and you've
bombing
got Rudiger
forward.
that can cover for
And
you,
leave us.
DeMarco.
Rudiger covers.
Oh, bro, do you know how
guys,
scary it would be a
like
Van Dijk and Rudiger centre back partnership?
it's-
And that's why the,
Wow.
the left centre mid now
It's
for
important.
DeMarco. That's important.
All right, let's move on to the midfield. Okay, boys. Midfield time.
Yeah.
We've got all the midfielders in front of us right now. Lots of top players I can see in front of us. Lots of quality players.
Sharky,
Okay.
I would like to stop you for a second.
What?
Just please stop talking for a second. I would like.
What happened?
I'm gonna personally stand up and put this guy in the team.
No, you don't have to. Just I'll do it.
Yeah.
And I would like to volunteer you, me and you, a tag team on this one.
Whoa.
You know what? Give me your hand, brother.
Wow.
Let's do this
What's
together.
happening there?
I have a feeling that. One sec.
Am I?
Is it?
I know I farted.
Is it?
Is it?
Sorry.
Is it British?
Let's see if we go with a J.
And it was B.
I mean, his surname starts with a B.
Yeah, let's go wrong. Does it end with a B? Oh, you killed him.
Does J end with a B?
Jacob Murphy.
Hey, that stunk.
English is killing my brother here.
Hey.
Why are we starting there?
Jude Bellingham.
I think we should start there.
You should start
He got.
the Ballon d'Or. I want to talk about the number one. For me, I just think this one's a lock. I think that one is half a year. You could maybe make
And
a
that
case
half
for it.
year is more than enough to be on that board.
You could.
More than enough to be on that board.
But I think this one
For
deserves
sure.
it.
Yeah,
It's in there
Gara.
for me as well.
Gara.
For sure.
For what he has done since coming to Madrid, and
Speak.
incredible. This season, people tried to talk about, it's not the same Jude because he was playing a different role.
Yeah.
But now, all of a sudden, the past couple of weeks, the numbers have come back in and everybody's jumping back on the Jude bandwagon. It's been the same Jude.
And also, you
We've
see
been running the show.
how he finished last season as well.
Yeah.
That unbelievable first season he had.
Incredible. And then,
Finished it
listen,
strong.
Back-to-back winners in the El Clasico.
Yeah, he scored the winner. He scored the winner at both Clásicos. Equalizer and winner for the one in Barcelona and the winner in the one in.
I've never
big game from Lucas Vasquez in that.
I've never seen a player whose career seems more like a movie script.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's the clutchness.
Euro finalist as well. I know it wasn't the best tournament for England, but he came up with big moments.
Assist in the Champions League
With that
final.
bicycle kick in the to keep
Slovakia.
England in
Yeah.
the tournament.
Crazy. One of the goals of the
Who
tournament.
else? Who else?
Yeah.
Who else, as he said? So for me, I think, as you were saying there, I think this is the absolute one
I agree.
pick which cannot
Jude
be
Bellingham.
left off the team.
You know how you spoke
in my
about
opinion.
aura? Well, when it comes to aura, I think this guy's got the most aura of anyone I've seen.
Yeah. No, he has.
Just in terms of if you
You haven't
wanna-
met him. How can you feel the aura?
Huh?
You feel it through the screen.
No, come on.
I've had honestly. Like,
That's a low blow. You know, he would sell
I
his
was there. I was
kidney
there. No, I was
to
there.
meet him.
I was there.
Where?
I was.
I know you would. If there was a competition out now, sell your kidney to meet Jude, you'd sell two of them. I know you would. You don't even disagree. He ain't even got what website is it?
But I was there. When
Oh, yeah, the one in
when he
Barcelona.
did this, I did this.
He did that to the
Yeah,
Barca
yeah.
fans in
Yeah.
their stadium.
Yeah.
You see that LeBron celebration?
That's
was there?
cojones.
I was glazing.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
That's me. That's
It was
me.
like Sadio Mane and Firmino in the company celebration
And he tried to kick him. It was locked his head off.
as well.
Well, like, listen, honestly.
Remember the Zenden
glad.
one? When Osama Jan was doing the dance, yeah.
And he was, he was trying to as well.
That's him, man.
Even like the storage in Moreno. I bet Moreno tried to do it as well. That's crazy. I agree. I mean, if you look at his year, first half of the 2024 year was the second half of the 23-24 season. That season as a whole was ridiculous from him. To finish off with a league winner, Champions League win, got an assist for Vinny's goal as well in that final. Had a good season with Madrid. Going into the summer, he was the main man for England. He's been paraded as the main man. Scored in the opening game, a great header. Didn't have the best tournaments as the whole, like him, Foden, Westry played them, but still was ever present, was important in so many moments of the tournament. Scored that bicycle kick goal as well. And this season so far, started off strong and had some big moments.
Our best player so far this season. And it's a compliment to him to say he's had a better debut season for Real Madrid than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, 100%.
Our greatest ever player.
100%.
The fact that he's done it.
I can't remember a Real Madrid player that's had such an impactful debut season.
At 20.
Not even just the age in general. I can't remember. I think with Jude Bellingham, you know, like English tax, we say that a lot about how, but I don't think it's that. I think he genuinely is the guy that we think he is. And on top of that, I don't know his ceiling. I don't know how good he can get because it's already at a level right now. If he was to end his career right now, people would say he's an icon. And
I think his most underrated attribute for me is his mental.
Yeah,
I think the fact that even from 17 he's willing to bet on himself and say, I'm going Germany and I'm going to do it. Yeah. Went there.
Turned down loads of clubs. Man United, I mean, one of them.
I think another one is the fact that when he left Birmingham City, they retired his jersey.
Yeah,
and
we called him crazy.
Yeah, and
they laughed at them.
They did laugh at him. And then I think going to Borussia Dortmund at a young age and absolutely dominating that league as well, and then now going to the best team in the world.
I understand it now.
You want a crazy part about it? He went to Madrid, said, you know what, Zizou's number?
Give me that.
That was brave as well.
I want to say something, yeah. There's certain plays that I've seen Jude Bellingham do. It's a silhouette of Zizou. Now, I'm not saying they're the same. It's just a silhouette. And I'll leave it there. The infamous Predator boot. The infamous Predator boot.
Hey.
He's taking it there.
That picture.
How greedy. How manipulative. He's taking it there. How nostalgic. How nostalgic.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, I think Jude definitely deserves this place to be there. I mean, 2024 was a great year for him.
It was a great year for me as well, just watching him.
I don't blame you. Who else is going in there? Let's
just have it right.
Yeah, let's get that away.
All right. Now, if we're talking about the DM, and I'm not talking about a message, I'm talking about yeah. I used to rap. No, honestly, yeah.
Okay.
I lost faith in this position until this man showed me that it's not just about being a defensive midfield player. It's about being a ball carrier. Showing up with goals that your team need.
Some of the biggest goals.
When a certain Viking can't score. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not only that European competition that they won, pivotal in that. Just constructing things.
Making player of the tournament, wasn't it?
Bro, player of the tournament, but for a reason. It wasn't just because it sounded good. Forget the Ballon d'Or, because that is up in the air about who should have won it. But the fact that he was even there
for sure,
and he won it is a massive, massive credit to his ability. I think when we speak about Rodri, like for me, Spanish, the best ever DM for me was Busquets, but he's changed the scope of what that looks like for me because of the way he plays. Now, obviously, it's only been a year and a half or two. I mean, obviously, he had bad luck with injuries, but I don't think there's none better. There's not even a competition when it comes to that position in world football.
Currently, yeah.
Currently.
No.
He just does it to the best of his ability.
Nice.
You hungry? Oh, okay. No, I thought you was talking about something else there. So that he just has to be him.
I think that one,
Well said, Harry.
without much debate or argument there. And you only hope that after the injury he can kind of come back the same player.
Just for the sake of football.
Yeah.
Forget.
Well, I mean, we put Van Dijk in there, and
Yeah.
we've seen him go through a similar injury. He's come back.
But Rodri, I did see a statement come out the other day, basically saying that a part of the recovery is the mental, and he said the mental's good. So he's not down and out.
He'll be back earlier than we expected.
So
as well.
that's one position available.
Okay.
And
I feel like.
Uh-oh.
Who fired?
Well,
No, wasn't me this time.
I think I can smell the truth.
Interesting.
You, bro.
wait, he plays for my team?
Yeah. You.
Okay.
Wait, what?
He plays for my team.
Huh?
My team. And
Does the name start with an F2?
Oh, does it end with a E?
Wait, and he's from South America. South America.
This guy, man. What?
What was what country is that? South Africa, America.
South Africa?
It's about Benny McCarthy.
South Kensington. What did he say?
South America.
You what? Back to back. Yo.
South America, what's that?
Nah, man.
Now you guys see why.
He's talking about Umrah. He says Safa Madwa.
South America.
That's what he said. Alhamdulillah.
Great place.
Mashallah.
I mean, okay, so you guys are talking about Valverde. There's a couple people that have big years. Another person that's had
Okay,
big
what was
year.
that? What did you just do there? Why did you pick up Musiala?
My mistake, man.
What player, though, by the way?
Yeah, what a player. What a
For
player.
sure.
What a player. Top player.
Another player that's had a big year.
Cole.
Cole Palmer.
Ooh, huge year.
Huge.
When you talk about
2024 is
talking
huge.
about debut campaigns, that might be one of the best
And
debut
it's
campaigns we've seen.
continued that over as well.
Yeah.
So far this season is having a strong season as well.
Ilk.
That is a potential. I mean, go on, talk about Valverde first.
Do you know what? Before you do that, though, his year, 2024,
First half was good.
first
It
half was
might
great.
be the most
January to May was good because they won the
yin
league.
and yang year I've ever
Yeah, they
seen.
won the
Yeah.
league and they needed big moments from him.
Yeah.
From January, because look, Arsenal was the team they were competing with. Arsenal from January to the end of the season, out of the last 16 games, won 14, drew 1 and lost 1. So they had to be almost perfect. And he was
No KDB.
KDB
Facts.
then was coming back in a little bit, but he was the one
Facts.
that ended
Phil
up getting
Foden,
player
man.
of the season for a reason, because he came up with so much big moments for Man City.
Yeah.
And that was in 2024. That is why he's here. But obviously from the summer of the Euros and then so far this season, it's not continued. So I think he misses out because of that.
And I'm a United fan, so I don't have a bias in this. But in all fairness, Man City, although it's them that's causing this, but I don't think there's been a player that I can actually say has been great for Man City this season. So it's very difficult for me to blame. But his 2024 was phenomenal. By right, he was the best player in the Premier League.
You've got one person
By the
there
way.
as well. Wirtz.
I was just about to say,
Yeah,
you
part
know,
of
me
that
and you were
invincible
talking about the different Fs. You were talking about Fede. I was talking about Florian. That's the one I was talking about.
But why? Why was he?
No. Because when you look at the Bayer Leverkusen treble, he was key in that. When you look at Germany at the Euros, incredible throughout
top.
it. The way he started this season as well. I'm sorry. I think because it's Bayer Leverkusen, people almost look at it as like, they're the second team or whatever. Bro, he is absolutely a world-class player and a game changer. And I'm telling you, if he ends up at City next season, we're in huge trouble. I think this year he has had a year that you talk about ACLs with Rodri, with Van Dijk. He's gone through one as well.
Yeah,
And people
a
forget
young
he
age.
came back exactly where he left off, if not even better.
Back to back.
2
years.
Bro,
ACLs.
back to back. So
Before
for
the
me,
age of 20.
I think it's actually overlooked how good
Don't
he is.
forget, guys, as well, we do have a 12th man spot. So do not forget, right? Do not
All
forget.
I'm gonna say is, I would like to put Wirtz
in the lineup.
in the lineup there.
That was
I think
cute.
in terms of balance wise, you look at it, you've got strong defensive linchpin there.
I'm gonna be real.
You've got a guy who can do everything in that mid, and then you've got a pure creator like.
What about his
Florian.
leader in that team, Granit Xhaka?
Shaka's
Honourable
nice.
mention.
Shaka's nice.
Honourable
I like Shaka.
mention.
Real men.
Yeah.
Warrior.
For sure.
Dog.
Went over to Leverkusen, didn't lose a game. So from leaving Arsenal, his last game he lost was against Nottingham Forest for Arsenal. When no, it wasn't even Nottingham Forest. The last game he lost was Aston Villa. No, season before Nottingham Forest. Yeah, season before. Went to Leverkusen, didn't lose another game until that Atalanta game.
Yeah.
In the Europa League final. All competitions. It was scary. I mean, obviously, he's probably not going to make it to our team, but I think
He's similar to Rodri in terms of
big
the
mention for
anchor.
someone like Granit Xhaka.
Even
You know
like
another-
the anchor's Hakan.
Hakan.
Yeah.
Same
Come on,
thing.
man.
Another
Come on.
That's what I
another
like. That's
anchor.
what I like you, Faisal,
But
man.
the problem is, these players, obviously,
Yes,
Hakan
Hakan is-
Çalhanoğlu is the deepest midfielder in that Inter team, which is mad because obviously he was a
Where's Barella?
attacking.
He's
attacking
changed
midfielder.
it. He's changed the way he plays.
Barella
He's
should
the
be
number
in
10 in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, and he's now the deepest
Well, he's
midfielder, and also
Yeah.
he collects the ball from the keeper a lot of the time. The centre backs go above him, but
When you
So
speak about the Euros, though, Musiala and Florian, for me, showcase how important they're going to be for German football moving forward. Right,
The next decade.
They are them, and I think for me, Musiala had a better tournament for me personally than Florian for me, because I just felt like there's more to his game than I think Florian's, in my opinion. Anyway, and I'm a huge fan of Musiala, but I don't think he gets into this team. I think these two, you can probably have an argument. Probably Florian Wirtz will probably have the 12th man. He can be in the conversation.
And Bayern didn't win anything as well.
They didn't, but
And neither did Germany, of course.
But sometimes you got to look at individual
sure,
performances.
for sure.
For example, like Kante in the Euros.
Wow,
It
that's why
showed
he's here
us
right now.
He showed us why we speak about him the way he
I
does.
just noticed it.
Yeah,
Why
right.
is he here?
No, but come on.
Do not
Ever speak about N'Golo.
This man,
N'Golo, come on, man.
don't ever laugh at this man again.
He can tackle all our problems.
I get what you're saying, but that was too disrespectful. I didn't know.
He can tackle real life problems. That's how good he is. You like that one, yeah?
Let's take it like that.
It's true. Don't ever disrespect this man.
Ever.
No, Basil. Because you know what? Yeah, people had that same energy when he got called up to the Euros.
No, bro.
And they were like, "Hey, what's Uncle? What's Uncle
Uncle
N'Golo
Kante
doing
doing?
here,
Yeah,
bro? Come on, man."
Bro, one tournament, it's good. But if you guys won the whole season, come on, man. You're looking at Fede Valverde.
What a player.
And honestly speaking, we were talking about Jude. And hopefully we'll be talking about Vinny quite soon. Vinny missed a couple games last season, we won. Jude missed a couple games last season, we won. My brother, if this guy misses games, we're finished. He is the most important Real Madrid player. We can't function without him. He's the system. He's everything.
He's the glue.
He's the glue. He's life. He makes me happy. I wake up every day. I think of him.
Okay.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
He's got a picture of him on the wall. This is
Oh,
impressive.
Fede, you make me happy.
This guy's so great.
He's
Great.
everything.
Where's a good shirt number as well?
1-5.
15.
That's your favorite number.
So that's
And you know how
he's
he's got...
Wait, no, he wears number 8 now. What are you talking about?
Oh, he changed it.
Yeah.
He does it now. So he's not on my team anymore.
And you know how this our team, yeah, our left back is quite attacking. And if you want someone that can cover for him, if you want someone that can help him defensively, DeMarco, do your thing. I'll stay here for you. Mr. Fede Valverde.
Talk about his year. So obviously, part of the Real Madrid team we've spoken about many times so far today. Won the league, won the Champions League. I was at the Champions League final as well. When
Can I just
ran
say,
the shop. I watched 4 Real Madrid games last season. 5 Real Madrid games last season. 3 of them was in 2024, and every single time I saw him play something.
He is the most complete midfielder. in the
How did he get on in the Copa America?
Copa America, very good campaign with
Yeah.
Bielsa. You know what I mean? Semi-finals, you know what I mean? El Capitan. But of course, I mean, listen, he
calls
can't do
there
it. He can't do it all by himself.
For sure.
But this season, the shot power.
I was going to
honestly
say,
speaking-
Yeah.
Can I
please
say
speak
something?
on that.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Rocket launcher.
Hey.
He has the best shot power of any player in the world.
He's the best long shooter right now.
Yeah.
By far.
He's a sniper.
Shabazz who?
Listen, come get your chain back.
Yeah.
Because we
Honestly
ain't seen that since the Bundesliga days. Because what he's doing, he's picking his pocket from 40 yards
Top
out.
bins as well.
saying,
Stanching them.
Put as many bodies as you like in front.
Yeah.
Carlo,
I'm going to find a gap.
Yeah.
Carlo have said, if sometimes we fail to score, who do we give it to?
Fede.
Fede, 4 yards this season. He saved us. You know how Suarez came out and said it? I mean, I was the first person to say it, but I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
Suarez came out and said, Fede Valverde reminds me of an English midfielder. A former teammate of my own.
Steven.
No, I see the resemblance. I see it.
Yeah, I mean, Gerald's
Jack of all
the
trades.
same. All action
Yeah.
midfielder, can
Master
play
of
in the
all.
wing,
Steven
play
Gerrard.
right back.
Had posters of Fede Valverde.
Wait, what?
Okay.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Chill out, man.
Put the
Yeah,
Fede
just-
put the
just-
Fede
just
in the bag, bro. Put the Fede in the bag, bro. Put the Fede in the bag, bro.
Is anyone contesting?
Nah.
I would love a Florian Wirtz, but I'm happy with a.
Come on,
a
baby.
Fede
He's
Valverde.
honestly, man.
Cole Palmer doesn't make it.
Honorable mentions. We just got to be tough here. Valverde is, like you said, for me, he's my favorite Real Madrid player, one of my favorite players ever, because he can do everything.
I love him.
And I think when Real Madrid struggle with injuries, you see Fede will go right back. He'll go centre back. He'll play anywhere, and he's a utility
Goalkeeper,
player.
he'll do well.
If they said to him, get the gloves out, he
I
would.
truly believe so.
Yeah.
And I think if I asked anyone, Spurs fan, Arsenal fan, United fan.
Why did he do that?
No, that was a laugh.
did he do
like,
How you feel,
come on.
man? Good, yeah?
I'm good.
Cool, man.
Ruben's Red Army.
Okay. If I had to ask you guys, pick one person from Real Madrid, bring him to your club, who would it be?
Bro, wallahi.
For me,
Wallahi.
Vinicius Junior.
I mean, you need.
I said this, yeah. I said this maybe like 3 years ago when Ten Hag first took over. and I went on Sky Sports and I said, "What?" They asked me, "What player would you take right now?"
Yeah.
And I said Fede, because you need someone that does more than
There was
just.
a time where it looked like maybe he could be going, right? A couple of years ago, I feel like.
But regardless,
That was amazing.
I
I
don't
would
even
take him
want.
in a heartbeat.
I don't even want him at United.
No.
He needs to be where he's too good.
Exactly.
Generally, he's too good.
Like, overqualified.
And the thing is, you need players, that can just do more than what their position suggests they can do. And that's what Fede's great at. And he does it extremely well at a world-class level. So,
If he joined you, man, I'm gonna be real. Yeah, if he joined, let's say he did,
Yeah.
I mean, argument's sake, he would be top 5 midfielder if you like history.
He'd revolutionise your team.
no, that's not even a joke. Because
Single-handedly.
the thing is, we
three,
always
maybe.
get players.
Copy who?
We always
if he
get.
joined them
Hey, come
and
on
played
now.
at the level where that he's been playing, I'm sure.
That hurt.
Got
That one. But no, Fede's he's him. But this is where it gets serious.
There we go. We're going to go to the forwards now. All right, moving on to the attackers, and we have got so many. We had to bring out an extra play as well. We've only got 3 spots and a potential 12th man.
Yeah, could be the 12th man will come from here.
Yeah, it might have to.
Yeah.
We'll see. Wow.
Yeah,
Does anyone want to bring anyone up?
we're just gonna have it right
some big
because
names.
if we're not gonna have the Congolese Brazilian,
Cameroonian.
Cameroonian,
You've got him.
Vinicius Junior. For me,
For
the best player in the world. For me, what more does this man have
el
to do?
mejor jugador en el mundo.
Goals, assists, clutch moments.
Wow.
You remember when Karim Benzema said, "He's working against us."
Wow, I remember that. That's
You
crazy.
remember?
all the brothers
They
are
caught
after
it.
him.
They caught it in the tunnel.
Playing against
He's
us.
playing against
Nah,
us.
that was original. That's a hater.
Number 20. Remember when it was number 20?
20, yeah.
They said, waste of money.
They
Brazilian
called him
football.
Somali.
They said he is from Mogadishu. That's what they said.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. No, it's not him.
Unbelievable.
But bro, jokes aside,
What he's
he's honestly
Yeah,
like
wow.
a beautiful player to watch. And do you know what? When we speak about Brazilian football.
The way you pronounce it as well.
But you know when
He
we
said spot on, yeah.
you see when we talk about Brazilian players
Yes.
from back in the day, the Ronaldinhos, Robinhos, those players that had that ilk about them,
Yeah.
they can create something out of nothing.
Yeah.
When Real Madrid's chips are down, and even in games where they have lost, he is the one player he keeps on going, and he has that X factor as a football player. Another player that I feel like is just only going to get better and better and better. And I always say this, to go to Real Madrid is always a tough thing to do, but to also take the mantle away from Real Madrid's probably best ever player, Cristiano Ronaldo,
He's got his number.
got his number, and live up to that is, for me, is something else. I don't think there's a player better than him in world football for me. When it comes down to clutch moments in a Champions League, you've seen what he's done. Goals and assists
this player
in the final.
that Fuad also has is
Killy.
is the player where everyone thought is the next best player in the world. He should be the best player in the world above Vinicius Junior.
I said
But he's done so well that he's made this man come to the club and still look.
Do you
Clean
know
my
what?
boots,
You know
bro.
Mbappe,
But
yeah?
Fill my water bottle.
This is supposed to be the best player in the world.
Supposed to.
Everything about it says this is the best player in the world. Killing Mbappe.
But when the lights are bright, you see players for what they are.
I saw him in the World Cup final score a hat trick.
And that's the thing, though. At 18, you
I
win the
saw him
World
score
Cup.
another World Cup.
Did you see him at
18.
the Euros this year?
Yeah, I didn't see.
Broken knee.
I saw-
You're only
I
as
saw
good
the
as your last game.
I saw the nose.
You're only
Hey.
as good as your
Broken
last
nose,
game.
broken
But Vinny Jr., I just think, progression-wise, it's just steps and steps and steps. And you see it the way we speak about Jude Bellingham being in the team. Their link-up last season was a joke.
Yep.
The way they was just transitioning around. It's like they just knew where each other... It's kind of like Real Madrid were playing on that side. There was no one over there. Valverde was the one that was literally by himself over there all the time. But them two, along with Rodrigo, just were playing beautiful football.
Bro, the most GAs by any person in the Champions League for the past 3-4 years. Ever since Ronaldo left,
Knockouts as
he
well.
is
Important
Mr.
ones,
Champions
important
League
moments.
player.
I mean, yeah, I think he's
Semi-finals.
the obvious choice to go in there.
Quarterfinals.
A couple other players in his position that
Finals.
unfortunate to miss out because of how good he was. Nico Williams, of course, had a great tournament in the summer. Ademola Lookman as well has been doing really
He is
well.
one that I'm like, I feel like he needs a
Scoring
mention.
a hat trick
Yeah.
in a European final. This
African
in
player of the
2020.
year.
South London, born and
He
bred.
scored a hat trick in a European final.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That's not
Africa's
many
best
people do that.
player.
But yeah, he's got Africa Player of the Year as well.
And this season he's doing very well with Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly, they're competing for the league.
Top player.
Definitely deserves a shout. I mean, I'm looking around as well.
I mean,
On the
come on.
left side.
Even the come on, man. The goat.
Who's that? I can't see who's there.
Cristiano, fam.
Cristiano.
Big
he's
up
through the
Cristiano
middle,
breaking-
He's through the middle, no?
Breaking numbers in Saudi. You know what I
Compete
mean?
for striker. Compete for striker.
Okay.
Anyone here? I can't see. Anyone here that you think deserves that left back?
Yeah,
left
so
back?
you saying?
All right. So we've got 2 spots left, and obviously the 12th man. Let's go to the other side, the other wing.
I'm leaving it with you guys.
Okay. Right wing.
Oh, right wing.
Right
we'll
wings
do right
between
wing.
right wings between 2 players.
Yeah.
It's
You've
between.
got
I
right
think
wingers also.
3
You've got mostly right wingers inside.
You could argue 3.
Have you got all of them?
I think he's got 2 of them.
I've got 3, but I'm gonna take one out.
Oh.
Let me see, who
These
you got?
3 for me:
For the audio listeners and also people that can't see,
Rafinha,
you can name them.
Bukayo Saka, and Mohamed Salah.
Oh.
Good list.
Whoa. That's one more.
Oh, where's
Lamine?
Where's Lamine?
I've got him.
Okay.
Where is Lamine?
I was looking for him. I got him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with my heart here.
I got
My
2.
heart is going with Lamine Yamal.
Your heart.
Whoa. What is he doing there?
Wait.
Whoa.
Dude, don't disrespect him. Don't. It's like
No, you can't. You can't do that.
No,
You
it's like
can't, not him.
Lafayette. I'll put that carefully. That's Messi.
Please,
that's
Fred.
Messi.
Please.
That's Messi you're talking about.
Okay.
Don't ever do that.
I want to go with my heart with Lamine Yamal.
I'm happy to put him.
Yeah, because no.
But
I'm gonna go with
I
my
don't care.
mind. I'm gonna go with
that
my.
tournament alone.
Oh, come on, man.
The youngest player ever.
Please.
He scored or assisted in every knockout game in that tournament. The semi-final, while it was still 16 by that game, you see what he did against France.
Got called out by
Top
Rabiot.
bids against
Said, "Buck me
exactly.
centre mid."
No.
At
Hold this
16, He
one.
was still 16 that day.
Whipping excursion.
Assisted in the final
He has
as
to
well.
pick up that person.
Spain's
Bro.
record for highest assist in the tournament.
Ever. No, I don't care. Just of that tournament, and also
wait.
you've seen ways. I'm putting it. I'm happy.
We're moving too fast, innit?
Come, let's discuss.
Sorry, I got
Let's
too excited.
breathe. Let's breathe. Let's breathe.
Okay.
Look,
Okay.
Calm.
Lamine has been incredible. That Euros as well. He had a tandem partner with Nico Williams as well.
Absolutely.
We just completely disregarded him in the left wing.
okay,
chat.
no.
Rafinha, what he's been doing this season.
Okay, but
you
also,
could say as maybe a
but
clip.
also from the Euros, after the Euros, the start he had to the Barca season, I think in like I'm gonna be misinformed, but I think it was like 7-8 games in a row he had a goal or assist.
Yes.
He went
You're right,
crazy.
you're right.
First
Barca
half
have
of the
missed
summer as
him.
well. First half of the year as well, he had a really good. This for me.
No, okay. It's cool.
Sorry.
Calma.
Calm. Hold your load. Listen, they've got another player.
Yes,
Brother.
Mohammed. No, Mohammed is there as well.
No,
But
but it's who we're gonna. I said I
so
want to go with my
Bukayo.
heart. But if I go with here,
now my heart is this guy.
Brother, constantly I feel like overlooked.
Absolutely.
And I feel like this year, the form he has started this season on,
when you're speaking about me, you have to have the card.
with the form that he has started this season on, we're talking about Ballon d'Or form.
Yeah.
You're talking record-breaking numbers before Christmas in the Premier League in terms of goals and assists. I think he has to be on there, in my opinion. The way he is carrying Liverpool this year, I think he's got over 60% of their goals. This man, I feel like, is constantly overlooked, disrespected for one thing or another, whether it's his dribbling style, his aesthetics. He don't give a damn. For 8 years straight, he has been putting down consistency, efficiency, numbers, and doing the damn job. And this season, he's doing it on a level that has never been seen before in the Premier League. We cannot ignore this. Lamine, thank you for the summer. The streets will never forget it. Those numbers at 16 will never be broken. And we respect it. It will go there in the rafters.
But at the same
What
time,
Salah is doing this year, I will not ignore.
Nah, Salah.
I refuse to let this be ignored.
how can you
Give me that guy
have
as well. You need to talk about him as well, okay?
how can you have 30 GAs and we're still in Jan? 30.
He's doing Thierry Henry numbers in terms
Actually, no.
of.
31.
No. Correction.
31.
He has just surpassed Henry in Premier League
time.
numbers
Yeah,
all time.
goals, yeah.
This is what we're
No,
talking
but
about.
I mean double figure goals and assists.
But come on.
Henry's the only player
Same
to do
number of
that.
games. What are
Harry
you going
Kane
to say?
passed
What?
him a while ago.
You know what I mean? Henry was playing up front as well. Salah's playing on the wing.
Yeah, but
Yeah? They don't
What about?
don't get too crazy. Don't get too
What
crazy.
about the calendar year that this man's had? You know,
Bukayo.
we're looking at. No, I'm saying this
one-
is
just
my
one person
pick.
coming.
This is my pick. But what about the calendar year this guy's had? Also, on top of Arsenal being the best English team in 2024 and him being that main man, you're talking about Salah and his contribution to the amount of goals that Liverpool score. This is the same thing we have. This is about 60% of our goals come from this man, whether it's goal or assist.
Nope.
You're talking about it's an international tournament year as well. I know he didn't. He had the AFCON at the start of the year. He was probably England's best player, most important player. One of England's probably the most important player for England.
Him and Jude.
Him and Jude, I don't think had the best of tournaments. I think he had a
yeah,
better
good tournament.
tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah, but come on.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Start of the season as well. he was at one point, I think, there was a period, maybe 2 months, where he was the best player in Europe.
You could argue.
No,
he was putting up some
I said
crazy
there's one
numbers.
point this
When
year.
Odegaard was out injured.
You could argue. No,
Yeah.
there was a run he
Yeah.
was on. I think it was about 8 games in a row, 9 games in a row. He was one of the best, probably the best player in Europe.
I think he's.
As a calendar 2024, I just feel like he has to be mentioned. We're
No,
mentioned
I think it's more than an honourable mention.
It's more than an honourable
I think
mention,
it's a very stern argument because I think with Saka, his efficiency is at an all-time high.
scary.
It's functioning at a crazy, scary level. And I think whenever you look at, obviously Arsenal are now being joked about being a set-piece team. Most of their goals, whether it's coming from open play or from a corner, comes from Saka. He's super efficient. And I think it's unfortunate that on that same side that there's Mohamed Salah playing in that position, especially in the Premier League, that, it's less of a conversation. But Saka for me is a top class player. And also, him and Odegaard are their most important attacking outlets. And without those two players in that team, they struggle big time.
Arsenal missed both at points of the season. But you just can't dislike this guy.
No, Saka's...
How many games was it that he
Can't dislike. Even on the first time, you can't dislike this guy. You guys applauded him. You guys clapped him. You guys applauded him after the Euros.
How many games was it that he assisted like that little run he had?
I think it was like
7 or 8.
Yeah, between 7 to 10 games in a row where he had a goal involvement every single game. It was.
No, but generally, how can you not like that?
It's a good shout.
Yeah.
It's a
And
good
how
shout.
can you not be
Another
happy
good
for him as well?
Another good shout is this guy.
I can't see who's there. This one?
Yes, man.
Oh, okay.
Come on, bro.
Edin.
This guy, I watched him twice. Watched him. No, I'm gonna be real.
Of course.
I watched him twice.
For Lille.
He's going to get a big move. He'll get a big
I
move.
watched him against my team and against Atleti.
Yep.
In the Champions League this season.
Silky.
And he cooked both teams. Silky, talented,
Footwork.
left foot. No, this guy, he just deserves a shot. I just wanted to mention his name. Elite.
You mentioned
Top
it. Thanks.
No, he's going to get a big move, I think. You know who first told me about him?
Speaking about...
Do you know
He starts
do you know
filthy.
how I first found out about him, Harry?
Yeah,
Do you know how I first found out about Sergova?
Yeah.
When we went to Umrah, M. Huncho was raving about him.
Oh,
He's
is
a good
it?
friend of his, yeah. That's the first I heard of him. And he's been flying. And now to be nominated for Team of the Year.
This season, bro, he's
Unbelievable
been elite start so far.
You
this
have
season.
no player in your hand that's having another breakthrough season. Omar Marmoush.
He's more of a more striker.
No, but he's in those.
He's played on the
that's what we're
wings.
doing.
He's played
We
up
got
front.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But for me, I think...
Cross the line.
Omar,
Baller.
Even if he doesn't get in this year, he deserves a mention for how he has started this season and potentially securing a big move. There's talks in January.
My City.
So 2025, we might
Okay,
be
who
talking
put on the
very
right wing? We've got
differently
these
on him.
3 man.
Oh, Salah.
For me,
Yamal.
thank you for the summer. Saka, we see the work, brother.
Yeah.
But there's levels and bars to this thing.
Yeah.
And we can't ignore this.
Put him
And
there. I
listen,
love him.
these men will have plenty of opportunities again.
These,
We don't know how many times we're gonna
they're
see
both
this.
like 10 years.
Are we saying that's the... Oh, actually, do you know what?
Oh, say say.
He could be his son.
There's a player, yeah?
He's on
He
the
was
board.
about to say something. Go on.
not here.
Oh, he's not here.
Wait, who?
Rodrigo.
Mm,
I want to say this because a lot of people just... What a player.
go on.
And I think, there'll come a time where we look at him and say, you know what? We slept on him.
It's unfortunate. He's
slept
got
on
so
him.
many stars around him
Come
that
to
he's going
Premier
to be underappreciated.
I think that's what has to happen,
It
know?
depends on what his
He's
ambitions.
super
It's hard
underappreciated
to
as
leave Real
well.
Madrid, man.
Come,
They're
bro.
winning
can't.
You really
everything.
won everything, bro.
If he comes to the Premier League, he'll be the best Premier League player in the world.
Just come, bro.
No, he's
Show
I'm telling you, bro.
us.
Rodrigo.
The second best left winger, and he's not even not here, which is crazy. Which is
We've
absolutely.
got one spot left, boys. Well,
Who?
before we do the 12th man, we've got one spot left.
All right, can I ask you guys?
Who is our striker?
What are we basing this on?
Who had the best year? 2024.
Okay, how about
So is that okay? So if we're basing it off that,
how about we?
for me, on Goddenham, I was gonna say that
Has to be.
Harry Kane's 2024
Has to be.
was
I'm looking. Lautaro as well. Shout out my boy.
I was just
Yeah.
about to say him.
Lautaro for sure. Cristiano, I'm sorry, mate.
Curious.
Gyökeres.
Curious.
Is
Tennis-
that?
tennis player.
Curious.
You're curious.
Wasn't
You're
that Liverpool
curious about- what are you curious about?
Liverpool centre back.
I didn't know his name begins with a
Get
U.
curious. Get curious. That's his
Greek
name.
yogurt.
What do you say?
Oh, he said you're curious. Okay.
Marcus Thuram.
Marcus, I think Lautaro over Marcus for the
No,
2024. But I
just
mean,
name names.
first half of the season, Marcus Thuram has been better actually than Lautaro Martinez. But I think over the whole year,
We're trying really
Erling
hard
for
to
sure.
ignore him.
No. Erling for sure.
Listen,
Wait,
Yeah.
Bundesliga top goal scorer.
Premier League top goal scorer.
Okay, Champions League top goal scorer.
Italian top goal scorer.
Okay, so they're all top scorer in their leagues. Perfect.
I'm voting for him.
Current.
Champions League top goal scorer. Oh, you guys were quiet.
Current Premier League top goal
Euros
scorer.
top goal scorer.
Copa America winner.
Oh, God. We can have a look at some of them goals.
Current is actually Mohamed.
Listen, Haaland didn't go to the Euro, so you're
I'm
taxing
happy with him. Lautaro was great.
Copa d'Italia is scoring the final. Copa de America is scoring the final.
Yep.
Won both
Won the
trophies.
Scudetto, yep.
Serie A,
Yep.
Serie A top scorer as well.
Yep.
This season, he started very well.
This season he's been a bit shaky. He had on a dry patch.
I was just about to
You're on
say,
a dry
brother, I don't know about your Italian credentials, you know. He's kind of shaky, you know.
What about Haaland though?
What? Haaland has been shaky, but I guess who's still the top goal scorer in the Premier League?
Second.
Okay, Mohamed.
Second.
We got Mohamed there, man.
And guess what? Guess where he is?
What?
You
Fifth.
tell me.
in the league. I don't know. He's been slow. I don't know what he's in the league. He's been
You
slow.
got set up.
I already told you. He's been a bit slow this season. Where is it this season? He's been a bit slow.
I know. Generally, I want to hear what
This season he's
Thuram's
10th.
top goal scorer.
He's 10th.
Is that?
Yeah, I told you. Damn. Thuram's been the one this season.
so Fuad, talk to me. Haaland.
For me, listen, stylistically, you might not like the way he plays. I think he's missed a lot of big chances, yes. But the freakish number this guy is able to put up, you can't overlook it. And when I look around the competition, I think Harry Kane, yes.
Current top scorer as well, Bundesliga.
Current top
Of course,
scorer.
but these things are given for him.
Listen, you know my relationship with Harry Kane. I love him. If he gets in, I won't have a qualms with that. I think Lewandowski is another one as well.
Oh,
Yes.
I forgot I didn't even see him there.
I think we
You
can't.
had him in the season. He was in front of you.
Yeah, I know. I can't overlook him as well. But
This
I just
season,
think this guy is a freak. And the way he finished last year, this year maybe hasn't started it as well. But the fact that he still scored in such a bunch at the start, you can't overlook him in my opinion. This is the standard.
Top scorer as well in La Liga right now.
I mean, Lewandowski, I think, is very underrated. Just
there?
recently reached 100 goals in
Who
the
loved
Champions
that?
League as well.
No, Lacazette being there, it's class. It's class.
Wait,
Alright, big up. Nominated for Team of the Year 25.
I mean, hey, man, in
Scored quite a few goals.
2025.
He scored last season.
I can't lie.
Scored quite a few goals.
I'm not picking Haaland, bro. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
going
was
Harry
just trying to
Kane.
make the case.
Do you know what it is? Yeah,
I
I
was
think,
trying to make the case.
Lautaro's a great shout.
no, it is.
I'm not. Put those ticks on the.
Lautaro's a great. Lautaro's a great shout though. Lautaro's a great shout.
So, are we discarding Kylian Mbappe in this conversation?
We absolutely are.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no, I just wanted to ask.
You chill.
Yeah, no. I just wanted to, but
chill, bro.
I think Harry Kane for me, is obviously, he has this thing about him, the fact that he's never won a major trophy, and I'm not gonna let that blindside me to discredit his goal scoring abilities and the different types of goals he scores, and the aesthetics of a football player. For me, it matters. And when I watch Harry Kane pass a ball or shoot, the side netting, the different type of finishes from penalties to headers to everything, he's got it all in his locker, and he's been having it from when he was, emerging as a talent at Spurs to him now having obviously a big move to Bayern Munich. Of course, he didn't win it last season. It will come this
winning this
season.
year, though.
It'll
Finally.
come. Bayern Munich have this thing where it's impossible for them not to win the Bundesliga.
Back-to-back,
You know what I mean? So I think for me, I would put Harry Kane, but I'm not going to discredit Haaland. Haaland's numbers are crazy. I just think that sometimes when he goes missing, it's such a big thing.
Do you know what's the frustrating thing about Haaland? You look at his game and you see what he can do, and you expect him to do it every time and just dominate. And you're thinking, why aren't you dominating game in, game out?
Yes.
You should be walking away every game with 4 goals. That's the
It
minimum.
looked like it was going to be that.
And he couldn't, he can't
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
But it's just the fact that he's missing some of those chances. He's not able to get that consistency.
It's confidence,
together. But at the
definitely.
same time as well, he is still young. I
Yeah.
think that is one thing people do
24?
overlook.
24.
I mean, players are still
1v1,
Yeah.
running in behind the defense.
Give me that one, Faye.
It's a scary sight.
Which one? Lautaro. You know what, bro? You got one person right here.
Wait,
Yes.
wait,
Yes.
wait.
My Inter love is taken over.
Hold on.
It's
We
got-
just did a whole soliloquy for my boy
Yeah.
Harry. And now we go.
Come on,
I
Sharks.
think he's had the best year.
How,
best
Sway?
year.
If we're having it
If you're
right,
comparing it to, okay, look, neither of them. Okay, he's won his league. He's won in this summer competition, which is the Copa America international competition.
The cup.
He was a Copa.
I tried.
He was a Copa
I
America
tried.
Golden Boot winner.
I tried.
He was Copa America Golden Boot winner.
And on
He
top
was
of
Serie
that,
A
on top of that,
most
2
important player.
finals.
He was
he
Ballon
scored
d'Or
above them.
nominated. No, it's got to be him.
It has to be him.
And this isn't just me being.
I
an
thought this
Inter
was a
fan.
democracy.
No. It is. Okay,
Nah, this is the
Faisal
real
agrees,
dictatorship
though.
vibes.
Yeah, I
Faisal
thought this was a
agrees.
democracy.
Faisal agrees,
Wait,
though.
hold on. Wait. Accolades, he's got it.
Facts.
What?
Final goals, he's got it.
What was that word?
Accolades.
Acculate. Oh, okay, sorry.
He won. He was Serie A.
Creates.
Sorry.
Hey, he was Serie A player this
I see you
season.
shining.
No, I'm
Or
sorry,
most
bro.
valuable player.
I see you shining. I see
He's
you
Serie A most valuable player in 2024.
Absolutely.
Winning the Serie A Scudetto, winning the Copa America, scoring
I'm
those
happy
big
with that.
goals in the final.
And the
in
Ballon d'Or, he
final.
finished what?
Ballon d'Or was in the
Sixth,
top
seventh,
10.
yeah.
I know, I love Harry Kane. Lautaro Martinez, like I said, I'm not just
It's
saying it because I've
Lautaro.
been watching
It
Inter
has to
Milan
be
a lot this
Lautaro.
season. He's not started the best in the second half
Bro,
of the season.
3
but
trophies,
it's gotta be
2
him.
final goals,
top 10 Ballon d'Or nomination.
top scorer in his league.
I'm not mad at
Serie
it.
A
I'm not
MVP.
mad at it.
I'm
Serie A
happy.
MVP.
I'm
Wait,
disappointed.
Okay. Wait. Argue with that though. That doesn't.
I don't need to argue. I don't need to argue.
It's Lautaro.
If
I
it's
don't need
based
to
on
argue.
accolades alone,
Because
if
I can
that's
hear
what
it.
we're basing
Because
it
I
on-
can hear it.
Final goals.
No, but as a striker, he is not better than Haaland, and neither is he better than Harry Kane.
That's
I
completely
just
fine,
I don't
but-
look at him and trust.
then- that's not what we're picking
He
on.
doesn't fill me with trust.
You said
that's my
Saliba's
point.
the best defender centre back in the world. He's not even on our
But we
team.
had to look at it. I said that in the beginning of January 2024.
In the beginning.
In the Beninging. But for me, I stand by Harry Kane being in there.
I agree.
But
I think Lautaro.
it's obviously. It's
I
not-
can't listen. If we're putting the best players, put Cristiano in there, man.
Oh, there's a 12th man spot. Don't worry, there's a 12th man spot.
Look out! No, but look at the power.
No,
look at the power.
It just looks good.
Power.
It looks good.
Oh my god!
That's primo.
That's
primo. They can take it off as primo.
Come on.
Shark. I beg you, put Cristiano. Let's see. Let's just see.
The aura.
Hey,
The aura go up.
Let's see.
Put the dates in the bag, bro. Come on, man. Put the Timmy in the bag. The ball don't even agree.
He fell off like in real life.
Hey. Have manners. Have manners.
Wallah.
Have manners.
Hey, where's that message?
Apologize.
That
No,
message.
you got to apologize right now.
Apologize.
I apologize.
Thank you so
I'm sorry.
much.
What's going
Cristiano
on?
fans, do you know what to do, man?
That is a team. That is a team. But we still have a 12th man spot available from any position that we've gone through so far.
Lamine Yamal.
I like it.
I fully agree.
I like it.
I fully agree.
Lamine Yamal.
I fully agree.
Lamine Yamal.
You got him.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
Assalamu alaikum,
You saw
brother.
how much I had to push him for right wing.
Lamine
You
Yamal.
saw.
Lamine Yamal. That's the future of football. That's the football. That's future. That's the future of football right there.
Yeah.
Wow, now this looks good.
Yeah.
Wallahi, Martinez for King. Wallahi, this team is crap.
Yeah, but it's about.
No, all right, no, shots. All right, before we
I'm
put the
sorry.
name,
I'm sorry.
Please, bro, this would be.
I know.
I look at the comments, they'll be like, these man no balls.
Guys.
No, they'll say Sharky knows ball for
The
putting Lautaro
graphic,
there.
when Hassi puts that graphic out with the King, or Inna Lillah. Salah King, Vinny.
It's scary. It's scary.
I have done a real uncle.
It's got to be this. I'm sorry. I have to overrule. I have to. It's the time.
We'll let him have it.
Cool.
Hey, we're not getting too.
I can't lie.
We're not getting too interplays now. I'm Guster.
That's
Man, that's a great team.
That's a
How many?
strong
Okay,
team.
so we've got 2 Inter players. How many Madrid players? 5 Madrid players.
Deserve.
Rightly so.
1, 2 Liverpool.
Yeah.
Deserve.
And
2 Liverpool.
1
And
City.
1 City and Villa.
And then Barca got on the bench.
And the Barca's 12th
That's
man. I like
decent.
it.
Fair.
I'm going to read out our final team of the year for EAFC and FC Mobile. We have in goal Emi Martinez. Our back four is Danny Carvajal, Virgil van Dijk, Antonio Rudiger, and DiMarco. And midfield we have Rodri, Bellingham, and Valverde. And our front three is Mohamed Salah, Vinicius Jr., and Lautaro Martinez. And our 12th man is none other than
Lamine
Yamal. Hey, boys, give ourselves a round of applause for that.
That's amazing.
It was a good chat, a good discussion. We came up with a good team, and you guys can do the same as well. All you have to do is cast your vote for your team of the year by clicking the link in the description or the link on the screen right now. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you as well to EAFC for providing us with all of these tools that we can make this content. Thank you, Harry Pinero, for coming on.
Big up, Harry.
As usual. And we'll see you very soon. Bye.